Ready for the magic moment, Shannon?
Yes, I'm ready.
Do you want the magic moment?
I want the magic moment. Hurry up.
Morning, Shannon.
Morning.
How's it looking at the helm?
Nice sunny day, so it's looking good.
Looks like a gorgeous day out today.
There's our buddy boat for today. We met them a year ago when we both picked up our boats from Dania Beach. We haven't seen her since, but now have reunited to make our way up to Annapolis.
This morning we left Solomon's Island, heading up north to Annapolis. Boat show is next weekend, and today is good sailing weather. The winds should be 10 to 15 knots from the west, so that's right on our beam, so we have all of our sails ready to go.
We just need to get around this corner and then get some wind in our sail and off we go.
Off we go. So how do you feel about going to Annapolis?
Fine.
Last time we were there, we didn't have a boat.
That's right.
We were doing our courses.
Well, we did have a boat, but it was just on paper.
We had the checks written out.
Now it's tangible.
We've got our buddy boat Eden beside us. They wanted to do a sail we can see, and they're popping along at 3.5 to 4 knots.
I don't have the patience to do that. I need to be going faster.
Yeah, we've got one engine on, but I think our speed will pick up once we get into the clear of the
Once we
land.
get around.
Good morning, Pega. How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Are you ready for a trip up to Annapolis?
Yes.
What are you excited about at Annapolis?
My friend is there.
Who?
Eva.
Are we gonna see them over on Nala? All right, let's see if we can find them. Ready for the magic moment, Shannon? Do you want
Yes, I'm ready.
Do you want the magic
I
moment?
want the magic moment. Hurry up.
I gotta get this camera all set up for the magic moment. Okay, magic moment. Here we go.
Oh, so the magic moment in sailing is never really a magic moment. It just has created more work.
Here's our code 0. It's beautiful. We're going 7 knots, and this was putting pressure on the lifeline. So I gotta put this line inside. Right over here. I knew there was something to the rigging that wasn't quite right. Okay, that's better. Line's not on the lifeline anymore. Down there, to the block, and then to the helm. So is this a magic moment?
Well, it depends what magic moment is for you. This is not a magic moment for me.
It's the magic moment when we turn the engine on for you.
Yes.
So we're flying up the Chesapeake, reaching 8 knots. The winds are quite gusty, so we've been having to bear off, bear on, adjust the sails here and there, but I think now it's getting a little more constant. True wind speed is 16 knots. Our apparent wind speed is somewhere between 18 to 20 or so this is good. 8.4 knots speed through the water and about 8 knots speed over ground. 28 kilometers per hour.
The Chesapeake Bay was formed when an asteroid slammed into the area, leaving an impact crater that filled with water. The name derives from an Algonquin word meaning "at a big river." It is a beautiful cruising area home to 150 rivers and streams, creating innumerable nooks and crannies along 11,600 miles of shoreline where you can take your boat. Picturesque anchorages and quaint towns line both sides of the bay. The sailing got more thrilling the closer we got to Annapolis, as both the winds and the boat traffic increased. The weather was perfect for a fall day out on the water. Sailboats raced with colorful spinnakers up. Kind of. Kids were out on opties, and container ships transited as happy seas weaved amongst all the excitement. I was nervous at first, wondering if there was going to be space for happy seas at Annapolis, but the anchorage is huge and there was room even during the boat show.
Oh, well, there's this guy, this boat just came in and they're anchoring right here in front of us. So we're just watching to see what's going on because it looks like they might not be very experienced. We're hoping that they're not planning to park right there because it's pretty close to us, and if they drag, it might not be good.
Actually kind of instructive because we had some troubles anchoring here. We were trying to anchor a couple of times and we couldn't get a holding, probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, at least 5 times.
There isn't too much wind these next couple of days, so we just set our anchor down and put on our anchor alarm. We have a booking at a marina when the wind starts increasing here on Thursday.
Get in the dinghy and go over there and let them know that they're probably on top of our anchor.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
No, I think
Because I'm not sure that they know that.
today we were just chilling out, getting ready to go to land to meet one of our friends. And there's this monohull that comes and parks right in between us and another boat.
Kind of close, especially since we let out more anchor. So I just popped over there in our dinghy and introduced ourselves and said, you know, we had some issues with dragging earlier on, but we seem to be okay now. Told them how much anchor chain we had out, and they seem like pretty nice people. There's no wind these next 2 days, so I think we should be fine, right? But it's good to introduce ourselves, get to know people around us.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah, and then have open communication ready to go. I think that's probably better, like going over and introducing who we are so we know who they are too, rather than yelling from the bow or of the boat. Time to get out of here. Is that right? What do you think? As fosters a better community, I think. And certainly if we're uncomfortable, I think we just leave. In 2 days, we're going to move into a marina and have a dock space over there just before the boat show comes, because I think it's going to get more and more packed here. What do you think?
Yeah, and if anybody drags.
The water taxi guy yesterday, he told us that when it gets windy, boats start dragging here. Do you remember?
This is not very good because we have anchored here and 5-6 times it took us.
Yeah. We had to try anchoring about 5 or 6 times because we were dragging. And then we were reviewing just the anchoring rules and the scope and things like that. I think we've actually been letting out too little anchor chain. We measure the depth from below our keel, and usually I add 1 meter to that. But to the windlass, it should be 4 meters. So all this time, we've actually not been having enough anchor chain or anchor rode out. So our scope is less than what we expect. On the anchor alarm, you see 1 arc, which represents our initial anchoring scope, and then the second arc where we let out 10 meters of chain more. There's really been no wind, so we haven't really tested the anchor that much, but I think that will probably help and solve our problems. I think it's one of those things with sailing, you just never know. Even with all this experience, even having cruised 1 year, you may be missing some things. So it's problem solving, going back to the basics and fundamentals. Hopefully we'll make all the difference and improve our anchoring success rate.
Yep.
It's freezing. It's so cold at night that one of us has to sleep with the kids to keep them warm because you can't sleep by yourself. It's too cold at night. And I slept with this on and like full socks and pants. So Everett wakes up in the middle of the night and he's like, Mom, God, snuggle me, I'm so cold.
Our friends on La Grade, they just booted down south. They did not want cold anymore, and I understand why. Last year this time we were in Florida sweating, and we're wondering, well, what's the deal with all that?
And now we're here at the Annapolis Boat Show, which we should know better because we've been here 2 years already on a boat with no insulation at all. The heat just all seeps out and goes away. So we're going to turn on the generator and turn on the hot water heater and get some warm water for a shower this morning. Hi, Sierra.
Hello.
How was your night last night?
Good.
Was it toasty warm? With Daddy snuggling you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it cold otherwise?
Yes.
You ready to wake up? What it can feel like when you're a teenager.
No.
Okay. I'll help you.
Tired.
6 plus 7.
6 plus 7.
One of the things at the Annapolis Boat Show is the Kids for Sale meetup. See if we can meet some other children. Right, Sierra? Of course, it's the one day that it's raining.
The only day it's been like this, so we've had really nice days leading up. We only have to have one day like this, we'll take it.
Wait,
What?
is that Eva?
I think so.
In addition to chance encounters with other families out on the water, Kids for Sale and No Foreign Land have helped us connect with other kid boats. Raising children is already intense. Add that to living on a boat, and the parents who do both form instant connections. We've shared ideas not only about boat schooling, chores, and allowance, but also received much appreciated advice and encouragement to get through the challenges of this lifestyle. More experienced cruising families recount with a chuckle of their first year hurdles. They told us the first year was by far the hardest and there are brighter days ahead.
Water taxi, happy seas, happy seas.
Water taxi, good.
What do I say? Can we get a pickup, please, in the South Anchorage?
What kind of boat do you have?
Leopard 45. Name is Happy Seas.
Hello, everyone from Annapolis. How's it feel to be back in Annapolis?
Good. Actually, I like it here. This is really a nice little street, and everybody's very friendly. Everybody seems to be excited. The boat show's coming up.
We're excited again here to be at the boat show. No Cruisers University this time, and it's not just Shannon and me. We also have these guys. Hi, kids. Nice to have you here. We ran into a couple people already. Yesterday, we ran into some fellow Leopard 45 owners.
People that we didn't know.
Yep.
And then this afternoon we ran into a couple that we do know, some friends from the Bahamas that we met on a
Yeah,
Leopard 45.
we ran into Ohana and just here on the street. We saw them out at the Anchorage, but then we got to talk to them today, so that was great.
It's nice running into people that you meet along the way.
Yeah. This is definitely Cruisers Central, where a lot of cruisers come, and a lot of people know each other, which is really cool. One of the highlights of this area and this show. So we're looking forward to that.
Just checking to see what's out there and new things that have come out in the last 2 years since we've been here last. And yeah, meet a bunch of new people.
Sierra, what are you looking forward to doing here in Annapolis?
Playing with my friend,
Who's here?
Eva.
Here we go, water taxi. Can you pass to Mom? You ever find it really cool what we're doing?
Yeah?
Like riding a water taxi back to our house.
On the water at night.
Who else does this?
Big metropolis.
Yeah, exactly.